Hello, welcome to Reviews, Riffs, and Reactions. My name is Nick.
And I'm Brandon.
And today we're reacting to Start the Healing by KoRn.
Time to start the healing.
Oh yeah.
Punishment over the last few years, me being unable to go into Taco Bell's lobby, need to start the healing.
That's what you need healing from? I'm sitting here with a busted back. I'm just like, some healing for my spine sounds good. And he's just like, haven't been the same since I couldn't go into Taco Bell.
It hasn't been the same. My life is off balance. I need to start the healing.
So without droning on too long, KoRn is one of those bands that I've been listening to for a very long time. Back in like the late 90s was when I started listening to them, when I was hearing Freak on a Leash.
That song, yep. That's the song.
Yeah, back in the late 90s, I used to hear Freak on a Leash on the radio all the time, and probably Got the Life too. Both those were on the radio a lot. And that was really my first exposure to KoRn, which was probably a good time. I was about 10 in 1998. So I definitely wasn't going to be old enough to listen to their first album when it came out. But years later, like, I got reintroduced to the band, and it like became an obsession. For years, they were my favorite band, and like I listened to them more than anything else. And I know, even on this channel, like I reference them all the time. And I'm pretty excited to hear this song. The last album that came out, whatever it was, 2 years ago or so, I didn't really like very much. There was like a few like okay songs, but most of it I wasn't really into. The album before that, though, I thought was very good. So I'm curious to see if the magic is back.
If it's an old hit or miss.
Yeah.
I'm just here to listen to some KoRn. So, yeah, again, I don't have too much of a history with them. I mean, I started listening to them with Life is Peachy, and they were very popular on MTV, especially with Freak on a Leash. I remember watching that music video as a kid, just being like, whoa. I mean, come on, Todd McFarlane art and bullets flying through everything. I was like, oh, this is so cool. It definitely makes you want to listen to cool music. But again, back in those days, it was very obscure. I mean, you said we were too young to listen to the self-titled, because first you got to go down to the CD store, and that's only if your parents will allow you to listen to that devil music. So you kind of just had to either see it on TV or hear it from a friend. My exposure, the reason I got Life is Peachy, because of the stupid Columbia house. Like, you put your names like Steven MacGyver, and then you just select the 13 CDs that you want for a penny, and then you just ship it in. Then they send it to your house in like this little block saran wrap thing. Then your dad yells at you for like an hour. And then of course they send the bill, and then my dad's got to be like, my kid ordered this, and then send it back, and you never hear from them again. I wonder how many CDs they lost.
They probably lost so much money.
The little kids getting bad music.
Yeah. Well, let's check this out.
Check it out. Oh, KoRn.
Pushing me to give in. Do you really want to make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? I should have been good. I should have been down. I couldn't let go. What could I?
Crazy when you're known for your signature mic stand. I'm sure that thing smells terrible. Anyway, so these guys to me are like one of the kings of like punch you in the face with like intros. Like, so many times I listen to their songs, I'm like, oh, here it comes. Here, oh, it's KoRn, it's build up. And I felt that. I felt the tension in the air. He's spinning the sticks, the guitars are getting ready to go, and then it's just the what? Why?
It's definitely an evolution of their sound. You can feel the tension in that first riff that they do when he's like doing the like whisper singing. And then yeah, it could have gone harder for the chorus, but instead they went for like a more singy chorus instead. It's not the best sound that KoRn has.
Yeah, but definitely wanting to be body slammed by the strings on the guitar is like normal.
But I mean, this is not unusual for a lot of their newer stuff.
Okay.
It sounds pretty similar to a lot of their newer songs, which I don't mind. But I could see if the last album you listened to was Untouchables, and then you go to this, you'd just be like, what happened?
What in tarnation? Okay. Yeah.
Just noted.
I should've withstood, I should've bound down, I couldn't get through, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings, break apart the pain, it's not the feeling. Do you really wanna throw in me this travesty that cuts sharp like a razor? Are you ready for your scars to bleed? You will succeed, pulling out the invaders. But there's always something fighting its way back in. But there's always something pushing me to give in. Do you really wanna make believe and try to achieve a little break from the anger? I should have been good, I should have been down, I couldn't let go, what could I do? I could take it all away, the feelings, break apart the pain, it's not the healing. I should have withstood, I should have bound down, I couldn't get through, what could I do?
Do I hear an organ? All I hear is this organ noise.
That there's very possibly some kind of synth or keyboard or something in the background. They're not strangers to putting, I don't know if you want to call it experimental noises, but they definitely use a lot of interesting sounds in the background.
Yeah, that's what I really enjoy. That aspect of KoRn is when they use like just weird noises, weird sounds. The guitars make squeaky, beepy noises, and of course sometimes Jonathan Davis has like possessive Tourette's. And I definitely enjoyed that stuff back in the day, and everything seems a lot more smooth, a lot more well put together, kind of like
it's very heavily produced.
Yeah, let's make like an epic song, not something where just hit the mic, we're pissed off and drunk, and let's start screaming like.
They haven't been like that in a long time.
Yeah, which you just reference the good old days when you were young and doing that sort of thing. But I definitely can see that like this would be more palatable to like all listeners. You know, if somebody was just like, "Oh, the song sounds pretty cool," like you wouldn't think that was Mr. Bagpipes like with fire in the background screaming about punching somebody's face in, like what we're so used to in the 90s.
Well, there's a lot of things to take into consideration. Obviously they're all much older than they used to be, and this is obviously the direction that they want to take the music in.
Yeah.
And you can only rehash Follow the Leader riffs so many times.
Yeah, true.
And it might have been cool to have like some lower chords playing in the chorus there, just to kind of give it some rumble. But this does have like I guess you could say like a pretty sound to it. But it goes back to that verse, that riff in the verse that has like that tension to it. True. And that's always been something that KoRn's been really good at, is their verses feel tense. Yeah. And then it builds up to that chorus. And then sometimes that chorus is like really hard. And then sometimes, like now, it's kind of pretty.
True. See, that's what I mean. I guess the only thing I'm looking forward to, or that my ears are craving, is that the song is a build up, and that maybe those riffs are going to come through, and it's going to get a lot more heavier. But if that doesn't happen, I'm just going to close the laptop and go home. No, I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's I don't know. It's funky, but
well, we're about halfway through, so let's find out what happens.
Everything I'm feeling burst into flames. Looking at a soul that's broken and strained. Every night the wish is always the same. Keep on hoping that I don't go insane.
those leeches?
I don't know what they are. Whatever they are, they're coming out of that light stick.
Well, they're coming out of that glow stick, they are. Glowworms. Ooh. Now we've uncovered the secrets. No, it seems to me like all of their videos are always kind of like on the same, they're always in the same imagination. Like, it's always like these crazy humanoid things that are like passing knowledge and being half robot, half human. I don't know.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, they definitely are trying to have you wake up and see the real picture.
We are in the Matrix.
Yeah, this is for reals.
So how'd you feel about the second half of the
Yeah,
song?
that was good. That was good. That definitely, I don't want to say it sounded corny, but yeah, that's the kind of slammy, like, low drop guitar that I like to hear from them. And
Yeah.
and then when Jonathan Davis gets a little angry,
Just a little angry.
just a little angry.
Just like, I'm inconvenienced.
Yeah, definitely not full blown chaos like back in the day, speaking in tongues and busting his head through some glass.
Crying in the vocal booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
What about yourself? What?
I enjoyed it. I'm curious to hear the rest of the album. I've already enjoyed this more than the whole last album.
Okay.
So that's good.
Yeah, that's an improvement.
I mean, this happens to me a lot. A lot of bands, like, as they get older, I go from, like, an album comes out and being like, that whole album is a banger. I loved every song on that, to an album comes out and I'm like, yeah, that had, like, 3 or 4, like, really good songs, and the rest were just kind of eh. And then, like, eventually I get to a point where I'm just like, there's, like, one I really liked. And then in the case of, like, Slipknot, I didn't even listen to the last album because I just didn't care. So the fact that I'm still enjoying stuff that KoRn is putting out, I feel like is good. But I just got to wait and hear the rest of the album. I think it comes out next year, is what they were saying. So just have to be patient.
Yep, like always.
Yeah.
Gotta wait for these releases.
Yep.
Gotta be teasing.
But we've got so much this year that, like, I'll get by.
Absolutely. Yeah, this year's been a gift for music.
Yeah. That is an understatement.
Yeah.
So that was Start the Healing by KoRn. If you like the song, let us know in the comments below. And if you got anything you'd like us to react to, let us know that as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back with another video. Bye.